Guys, we're still on the same notion of who am I? Who are you? That's the real question. You see, in this movie, Who Am I by Jackie Chan, this guy fell into this other place through the bushes and then it hit his memory part of the brain. When he woke up, he couldn't remember anything about his past, about who he is, where he comes from, or the people that he sees, or the people that he was with before. I'm just summarizing the story. But the whole movie was based on him finding his identity again. He was so frustrated because it was like he's living life, but not living at the same time. Because he's not understanding who he is. And that's how important the question, who are you, is. If you do not know yourself, guys, you're not gonna live life. Basically, you are not living, you're surviving. There's a difference between surviving and living. A lot of people today, and that's the reality, are surviving instead of living life. But until you get to understand who you are, then you start living life. So I was so fascinated and interested in the answers that I got last week from the people that I interviewed. And I decided to go on because a lot of people were giving me feedback saying, wow, man, you got us to think about who we are. And I got some more people today to just explore on the same question. And today we're gonna be specifically focusing on the element of, does what they do define who they are? Do you understand? Because a lot of times we get carried away by what we do. So today we're gonna be exploring. We have two special people, beautiful people for that matter. Everyone is beautiful, by the way. So yeah, the first person that we're gonna be interviewing today is Oratile. Guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful day meeting beautiful people. I just met Oratile. And she's doing her own YouTube things. She's please tell me about what your YouTube channel before we go far.
Well, I am a YouTuber. I do fashion, I do beauty and vlogs.
And what's your name on YouTube?
My name is Oratile. O-R-A-T.
All right, we'll put it here. We'll put it here. So I'm asking you the same question that I'm asking everybody. What do you think around the question, who are you? And do you think what you are doing right now defines who you are?
I feel like the question itself is so diverse. But if I have to define myself, who am I? I will say I'm beautiful, I'm resilient.
I agree. Okay.
Thank you. I'm beautiful, I'm resilient. And I feel like what I do on a daily basis represent me the best way. Because of in terms of my channel, I do love beauty, I do love makeup, I do love looking good. So I feel like that doesn't just define who I am outside. I am what you see here is what you get, basically.
So you're saying whatever you're doing, it doesn't really justify who you are because there's more to you.
Yeah, I feel like people do get confused on what they see without getting to know you. So for me, it's like I've met a lot of people who are so confused with me, and they're too quick to jump into conclusion or judge me. But just because I'm beautiful doesn't mean that I'm weak.
All right, did you hear that? I mean, that is directly addressed to the guys.
Everybody,
I know she meant
everybody.
that. She just didn't say guys, but it's fine. It's so profound what she said, because she said what we see from her doesn't define who she is, meaning that there's something deeper within herself. You see that. So you're telling me that a lot of times we judge each other on face value. Because we meet people, just like how I stopped you today.
Yeah, I believe so.
So there was some form of judgment happening there.
No. But I do feel like people are too quick to judge based on what they see, on just a physical form, without getting to know a person.
Okay. One more question. Yeah? What do you think is the best way to understand who a person is before jumping into conclusion?
Get to know someone. Never be quick to judge someone, because you never know.
All right. Thank you so much. Oratile, her channel is here. Ne? Please follow her. As you can see, subscribe, like, share, and comment. As you can see, she's beautiful. I'm sure you do makeup for external events. Ne?
I did, but then right now I just stopped because of my academic.
Okay. She's a lawyer, by the way. Sorry to be dishing out a lot of information. Just putting it
that's
down
too
there.
much.
Thank you so much, eh?
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Guys, this topic fascinates me. And I think it fascinates the people that are watching as much as it fascinates me. And here, I'm with this lady, beautiful one. Her name is Lungelo Dube. She's also another TV personality. She's gonna tell us about herself later. But the question remains, what do you think about the question, who are you?
Hi guys, as Miracle has said, I'm Lungelo Dube. With regards to the question of who am I, or the question of who is a person, you're trying to essentially understand. I've been watching your show.
She's been watching, you heard that.
But I'm not going to coach you.
Yeah? No,
So
do it. Come
you
on.
essentially want to understand their background, their goals, where they're going, and what makes them who they are. You know what I mean?
Okay. Background, goals, where they're going.
Where they're going.
That's what makes
future
them who they are.
aspiration. That makes them who they are.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You spoke about the spirit, the soul, and all the other aspects that
Alright.
make up the component.
You see,
But
you must go and watch them. It's here. What she's talking about. If you don't know what she's talking about, it's here actually.
Yes.
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
all the components that make up a person. But for example, if you go for a job interview and they ask you, who are you? Do you know how to answer that question of who are you? What do you say when they say, Miracle,
asking-
tell us about yourself.
Please.
Tell
we're
us
trying-
about yourself, and who are you is the same question. So essentially what they want to know, when you go for an interview and they ask who are you, they want to know, what's your name, where you come from, what did you study, why did you study what you studied, why did you pick the specific career path that you are looking to go into.
Can I disturb you?
Yeah,
So you are talking about the
in terms of finding a job.
finding a job. yeah?
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Most times we lose ourselves in what we do, as Craig has said last week, and the other people that I interviewed last week.
Yeah.
Do you think whatever you're doing right now defines who you are?
I wasn't done.
Okay.
I wasn't
Continue,
done.
and then you can answer that question.
Because the
right?
question of who you are is quite broad. So
Yeah.
if you ask it in the context of corporate, they want to understand who you are. Oh, okay, where you come from, what you studied, why did you study what you studied, and what made you go into the specific career path. If they ask you in terms of Christianity or spirituality, and they're like, who are you? You are a man of God. You know, you've been saved, you've been
Hallelujah,
ordained.
hallelujah.
God has done this for you, and you are this person who is a testimony. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the question is kind of broad, but at the end of the day, you must also ask yourself, Rina self, as I am right now, who am I? And to answer that question, as I said, you also have to look into what do you like? I always speak about SWOT analysis. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. A person that knows themselves understands their SWOT.
Hey, guys, she's going deep.
Do you understand what I'm saying? A person that
Are you trying to take over? Okay, take over. Please tell us about what you just said.
So you need to understand your SWOT as a person, your SWOT,
Okay.
your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. Once you understand these four components,
On a personal level,
on
you
a
say.
personal level, you
Okay.
will know exactly who you are.
Example?
For example, if you know that, okay, you are a Miracle, you're good at speaking, you're good at interacting with people, you're good on your social skills, on the, what is it, on the interaction with people, those are your strengths. You go back, what are your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses, Miracle? It's important to know your
Okay.
weaknesses. What are your weaknesses?
Homework.
You don't have weaknesses.
Homework.
Okay, let's say maybe,
Homework.
for example, I don't know.
It's homework, yeah?
Yeah, it's homework.
Yeah.
And then your opportunities, what is out there for a person like you, who has the types of likes that you have, that has the types of interests that you have, and your threats, you gotta know who your competition is so that you always know. Ne? So when you know and you understand who you are, if you know that you are smart, when you are good at solving equations, you're analytical, and those are your strengths. But people necessarily, they like saying, ooh, umubi. Or your structure is not Iowa. If you truly understand your SWOT, and a person comes to you and they're like, I don't like your teeth, they're crooked, and you're like, but I'm smart. You know what I mean? They're like, you don't have a nice body, but you're like, but I can solve problems.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
If you understand this, if you understand, I'm taking over.
No,
if
but
you
you're not supposed
understand,
to.
I'm not just for today.
Okay.
If you understand your SWOT analysis, no one can break you. There's a guy called Ubobo on Instagram. Ubobo, he has a disability, but he has a very nice personality. And Ubobo, they're like saying, yo, Bobo Mobi, Ati, what do you mean? You know, he's so cut and he's so sure. if you're so sure about your strengths and you know your weaknesses, even if a person comes to you and they're like, yeah, you are this, that, because when I already know. This is not new news. I already know I'm all these things.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So you can't break me with what I know. Go back to asking me the second question.
Wow.
Let us.
No, guys, I think for now it's okay to take the SWOT analysis, a personal SWOT analysis.
Personal SWOT analysis, yes.
If there's something I took out of what you said, is the SWOT analysis. Really, a lot of times we are threatened about what we see on social media, about other people's personalities, about what people are doing around us. And we forget our own personal, so we get lost in other people's opinions.
You need to know what you want as a person. Know where you're going. Write it down. I always have a 5-year plan, break it down in 2 years. Every single year I have goals that are, they link up to get to the 5-year plan. So if you know where you're going, Miracle just bought a car, Miracle just got a job, Miracle just got a house. Good for him, he got a job in EIS. Maybe I want to be in television. And as much as it's happening for Miracle, your friends are getting married, they're having kids, good for them.
And there's this meme that says statements such as your friends are getting married, your friends are graduated, your friends are getting a job. Those statements have sent a lot of people to early graves.
Early graves, that's true. Depression and all these other things that give you no sense of peace. So if you have, I'm a planner, I'm a hectic planner. But then what
you're saying is, if you know who you are, regardless of what is said around you,
you'll be happy for other people because it's not what you want. Especially, you know what I mean? Like, especially with regards to we students. We students. So, and entrepreneurs and other things and personalities, yes. So, I have my own plan and I have my own goals. If I go on Instagram and I see, Onana is in Dubai and I've always wanted to go to Dubai. Okay, no. Onana is in Dubai and he's always wanted to go to Dubai, but maybe I just wanna go to Thailand.
Guys,
I should just stick to wanting to go to Thailand and do everything to get me to Thailand.
At the end of the day, guys,
yes,
whatever we're doing here is to help us actually get to the bottom of who are you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are dying just because they have lost their identity. They don't know their identity. And what Lungelo has said here, guys, I think it's so profound. As well as what all the other people have said. Because, guys, this question is deep. I don't know if you get how deep this question is. Who are you is what kills people, is what sends people to depression, is what sends people to anxiety, is what sends people to stress.
A lot of people don't know who they are. So they always look at, okay, Miracle is doing this. Okay, let me do what Miracle is doing. Let me do what this one is doing. But they don't know who they are and what defines them and what makes them unique and what sets them apart.
I think we're done for today
from everybody else.
So this episode, guys, I think it's okay. What we got is okay.
Is it okay?
It's okay.
Is it finished?
Next week we are gonna come with different sets of questions around the question of who are you, because you spoke about the SWOT analysis, which is very important. I think we cannot take away anything from that. 100%. But there's this thing of what is it? Are you an introvert, an extrovert, an open person? You see, all those things, they go deep into who are you exactly. But if you don't understand those things about yourself, then it's a problem. You're not going anywhere in life. You might go somewhere, but you see, but at the end of this series, guys, I hope everybody will have a clear picture and understanding of who they essentially are and not be defined by what's happening around them. Remember, we are doing series from this. Here's my vision of this who are you question. We are going to speak about relationships after this. But then it's pointless to start talking about relationships if this person doesn't know themselves, this one doesn't know themselves, and they want to be in a relationship. It's not gonna work. That's why things are not working out. That's why relationships are breaking left, right, and center. Because people come with no identities to something that they expect to find identity from. You cannot expect a relationship to give you identity. You see what's happening? So let's understand who we are, and then everything will be fine. It's finished. Boom.
Yeah, do it. Awesome. Awesome.